Hey there Virgo, welcome back to my channel Praise You Tarot. I'm just going to adjust this camera slightly just so you can see here more. This is going to be a general reading for you today Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. And I'm not going to ask any particular questions, I'm just going to get straight into it and see what pops out for you guys. If this resonates for you, make sure to leave a comment, let me know how it resonated, if you enjoyed it. And remember to give this video a like and subscribe to this channel so you can get more updates from me in the future. So Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, what's going on with you guys at the moment? Oh, okay. You have the Two of Swords and the Ace of Swords. Okay, and I feel like the Two of Swords came out first and then the Ace of Swords afterwards. Definitely could have been a situation that you felt quite confused about that is now bringing you some more clarity. That you've been able to clarify something. Underneath that is the Ace of Cups. So two aces already suggest that it's a pretty big deal for you, Virgo. It could be about love, of course, as well. That you have finally figured out how someone feels about you, you finally expressed your love, you finally walked away from it, whatever it is. Page of Swords, definitely some communication happened or will happen. Eight of Pentacles. Definitely working hard here. Definitely working hard on something. Becoming a master of your craft or doing something. It could be quite repetitive, but it's like it's something that you need to do almost. I feel like responsibilities or something like that. And temperance. Okay, so as I said, with the Two of Swords coming out at the same time with the Ace of Swords, there's definitely something that's coming to light here for you, Virgo. There's a situation that made you feel very confused, very blinded. You didn't know which direction to go. I feel like now you've decided. I feel like this is in the past energy. This is what is coming to light at the moment or is about to come to light for you, Virgo. It's like you've come to a decision based on either some truth coming out from someone else, from you being truthful with someone else. Swords are usually about communication, but it's also about truth and clarity kind of internally. So it could be that you've come to this decision finally and it's really kind of lifted this energy of being confused. It's like you've made a decision. Page of Swords here also does suggest that there was some communication or there is about to be some communication coming in that allows you to really clarify your situation. I feel like for some of you it is in love, and it could be that there was a situation where you wanted to decide whether to go for it or whether to kind of leave it alone. I feel like for some of you, you may be choosing to focus on work because there is the Eight of Pentacles here, but we'll get on to that. Page of Swords could be here someone younger than you, could be just someone that is kind of have that fresh young energy to them. You're kind of moving into a more carefree attitude about it, whatever this big decision was or whatever it was that made you feel confused here, Virgo. And it's like you're trying to be more carefree, but it could also be here that a person told you something that really brought the truth out. Or that you decided to speak your truth and now you're in a much better energy. Eight of Pentacles, I feel like I said, you're working on something or you're just working very hard at your job. You're working very hard on your side hustle or your project or whatever it is that you guys are working on at the moment. There's a sense here that this is what you're focused on. You're incredibly focused on your work. With the Temperance card, I would just be careful not to overwork yourself and just to take some time out to make sure that whatever it is that you're doing, that there is balance to it, that you're not kind of overworking here. I feel like as well that whatever truth came out here, there's a sense here that it has brought you into that, like I said, a more carefree spirit and a better attitude. King of Wands, fantastic. So you're becoming here the King of Wands, Virgo. King of Wands is typically an energy of fire. So it could be also that you're dealing here with a fire sign like Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Could also be here that you just have strong fire placements in your own chart. I see this as being you rather than being someone else. And I feel like you are re-establishing balance in your life after a period of perhaps feeling quite unsettled. Something happened here that made you feel quite confused, and you're coming back into your energy here of the King of Wands, where you feel able to do things, you feel able to take action, you feel back to yourself almost, is what I feel, after that period of kind of a little bit of instability and confusion. You are becoming more focused, you're becoming as well more magnetic, more spirited. You're going after the things that you want, you're able to collaborate well with others, and I see this as well as being perhaps in the workplace. 8 of Wands, so definitely some quick success coming your way. Could be a lot of ideas that you have, could be that you're brainstorming at work a lot, like you're sharing ideas. And then we have the Page of Cups. So again, there's definitely this like carefree, kind of younger, fresher energy. I feel like what happened here, and I'm going to clarify for you, Virgo, I feel like what happened here really kind of threw you off your game, almost, is what I want to say. And now you're kind of in this like cheeky or cheekier energy where you feel more carefree. You feel more magnetic. You could be like being, I want to say like you're being funnier with people, or like you're having a laugh with people more often. You're able to kind of laugh at yourself. Ace of Cups, so definitely could be a love offer coming in here. Again, Ace of Cups was on the bottom of the deck here for Ace of Swords, so I'm going to pop it here for the time being, and we're going to clarify. 2 aces in a reading is just fantastic. Let's clarify this 2 of Swords, this situation for Virgo that made them feel confused. What was this situation that made them feel confused? And I do feel like this could have been in love. Hierophant, interesting. Hierophant is about following the rules. It's about following the Page of Pentacles. There's a lot of pages here, right? So Hierophant here is what is being clarified with the 2 of Swords. I feel like for some of you there could have been some confusion about which way to go because of kind of established rules or established like a code of conduct almost. You felt kind of, it could have been here that you felt kind of restricted in the way that you were being asked to work or what you were being asked to do. You felt restricted. And you're kind of thinking, okay, do I change this? Do I change myself? Do I speak to someone about this? Do I stay? Do I go? There might have been some confusion in your head about what to do about it. Because the Hierophant is all about kind of rules. It can be quite rigid here. And it's also about like bosses. So it could have been your boss here was putting like a lot of responsibility on you and you didn't quite know how to deal with it. Hierophant can also be about marriage and kind of like established like religion, spirituality. Could have been here in a marriage that you, or in a partnership even, that you felt like you were quite conflicted about what to do. You also have the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is definitely about like pride, about learning. And again, it's this fresh new energy. It could have been here as well with children because you now have 3 pages here, Virgo. So there could be children involved in this situation, but I'm going to clarify some more. Clarify this Hierophant with the Page of Pentacles, with the 2 of Swords for Virgo. It's definitely like maybe you were trying to push back against things that made you, literally, things that made you feel restricted. It could be here you're restricted, you felt restricted or you still feel restricted in your job or in a relationship. It feels overbearing, it feels like you can't escape, is what I get here. With the Ace of Cups coming out, it definitely could be in a relationship as well. It's like either a committed relationship that you're in or a marriage of some sort. So you feel like you have a responsibility to it, but it's making you feel restricted and you're kind of thinking about either leaving or you're thinking about kind of just having to do something about it. You've definitely thought about leaving at least. Whether you're going to definitely leave this behind or not, I feel like you've at least thought about it because it has become so restrictive for you. I feel like as well, like it's taking away that like King of Wands energy for whatever reason. I feel like it could be a relationship here. There was a sense of like apathy, like you were sick of it. Tell me about this Ace of Swords for Virgo in this situation. Tell me about this Ace of Swords. What was this truth or this realization? Justice. I feel like as well with the Ace of Cups, like there could have been a real do you know what I think? I feel like some of you are thinking about leaving this situation, but you've decided to stay because you've realised that you love them. And especially if it's like especially if it's like a marriage or a committed relationship, it's like you've realised that you have a responsibility to this person through thick and thin, that you need to stick by them. And even though you're feeling restricted, it's like the Hierophant, it's like it reminded you that you made vows, or that you, even if you're not married, like right, you vowed to be with this person, or you vowed to stick with them. I feel like there was some confusion, or there was some tough times between the two of you. And again, this could be in a job, but I see this now as being more with your relationship. You were thinking about leaving, you were tempted to leave the situation behind and just to start over, right? You just wanted to start over and like be back to yourself. But I feel like what you realised here, it was the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Swords is the realisation, and the realisation was that really you love this person, and that this person loves you, and that you should stick by them. It's also a sense here of like fairness, like it wouldn't be fair to leave them. And I feel like for some of you, and of course this isn't going to resonate with everybody, I feel like maybe there's children involved and you feel like it's not fair on them if you left, or it's not fair on them that you were in that energy. Because the Justice is about fairness, and again it's about like contracts. So it's like you made a contract with this person. If the relationship thing doesn't resonate with you, then it could be also in a job, like you felt like you wanted to leave this job, leave this commitment, but it wouldn't be fair to do so. It's like you're reminded of the fact that you made a vow, you made a contract with someone or a job, you know, something here. It's like you've promised to see it through, so you're going to have to see it through. And that's why I feel like you're getting on with your work now. Whether this is in a job or in a relationship, it's like you're just getting on with it. You realise you have to do it because you realise it's the right thing to do. Again, here you have the Four of Wands, so definitely could be in a marriage or some type of commitment here. You made a commitment to someone or to something, and it's like you realised with the Ace of Swords that you have to just do it. You have to get on with it, and that things will be better, I feel, for you. I think things are improving. There's a need here with Temperance to achieve some sort of balance. It could just be that you're overworking yourself. So I feel like that's what happened, or that's what is happening at the moment, Virgo. For some of you, if this resonates, I know this is a very specific storyline, but that's what's coming up for me. It's like you didn't know which way to go. You were thinking about leaving at least, or you did leave, right, temporarily, even if that was just emotionally. And it's like now you realise that you made the commitment, that you have to see it through. And also I feel like either if it's in a job or it's a person, like you really do love them deep down. And that's why you need to keep going with it. It wouldn't be fair just to kind of hang up your, I was going to say hang up your weapons, but to kind of like hang it up and leave kind of thing. It wouldn't be fair either on the situation, the person. Clarify these pages for me. Page of Swords, Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles. Who are these pages? What's going on here? King of Cups, definitely some sort of emotional connection. So like I said, it could be children. I almost feel as well like it could be like love options for you. Ace of Wands, interesting. Again, there's like a few storylines I'm picking up here. So like it's not going to resonate for all of you with like children here. Okay, right. Right, there's a couple of storylines, so bear with me. So King of Cups. There's definitely like an emotional connection with these pages. So it could be either you are thinking about your children in this situation. I also feel like, however, oh, and I'll carry it right. So you feel like emotionally attached to like your family, right? To this person or to your children. Like there's a family set up for some of you, right? That's going to resonate. And there's a sense here that you need to like be softer. You need to hold up an olive branch, right? Because this is literally the olive branch with the Ace of Wands. But I mean, 3 aces in a reading is pretty fantastic, Virgo. So you're definitely coming to some realizations and some truth here. Even if you went through a bit of a tough time there, I feel like you're realizing what you have to do and you're coming out of that tough time. But anyway, Ace of Wands is the olive branch. So I feel like for some of you, you're kind of going back to that person that either, or the situation, the job, whatever it was that you were thinking about walking away from. And it's like you're extending your love back to them. You're saying to them, look, I'm sorry, you're apologizing, you're trying to make it work, right? I also feel like, however, for some of you, because Seven of Cups caught my eye here in the deck as I was shuffling, the pages could be other people that you're interested in. And what I mean by this is that it could be that you've been in a relationship for a long time and other people now are kind of catching your eye. It could be that you're not acting on these impulses, but it's almost like you feel attracted to other people, or you understand that you have other options available to you, and that is why it's creating this little bit of conflict in your head. I almost feel like for some of you, because you've been in this relationship for such a long time, or even if it isn't a job, it's like certain things now are catching your eye outside of that relationship, and you're thinking that you have other options. To be frank with you as well, Ace of Wands is a very phallic card. You could just be like looking at other people, finding them attractive sexually here, right? And thinking, my God, like there are other people out there for me. Could also be thinking about here in the past. Could have been someone here from the past that you're thinking about that you still hold some sort of flame for. Because Ace of Wands is like a fiery energy. So there's a few storylines here. You're going to have to bear with me. But Ace of Wands is like a fiery energy. There could be someone here that you that you literally still hold a flame for. You literally still hold a flame for someone in the past. And I feel like for some of you, it's not the person that you're in a relationship with. It could be, of course, and of course, this is a card as well, Six of Cups, of like a soulmate energy. So you could be sticking with this relationship or this job as well again, because you feel like this is the right person for you, or it's the right situation for you. But also, I feel like you could be here looking at the past and kind of feeling like, damn, like, I wish that would have worked out. There was a missed opportunity. For it to work out with someone else, or something that happened here in the past. So this is a really like interesting reading, Virgo, and there's a couple of things going on, and of course for some of you this could be all going on at once, and this is what is making you feel so confused, right? Let's try and get some clarity for you. Yeah, okay, there's a judgment here that had to happen or is going to have to happen. I feel like for a lot of you this has already happened or is happening as we speak, where you are deciding which way to go. I feel like for most of you, if not all of you, like what your decision is in this situation is to stay where you are, because you realise that there's a deep love here and a deep connection. Despite kind of people that you're thinking about in the past, or despite kind of feeling like you have other options, there's also a sense here of apathy. There's a sense here that whatever this person or this situation is giving you, it's like you're not interested anymore. And again, this could be in the past, which is now, resolving. There's a sense here that you're not happy in your situation, and that is why you've had to make this judgment, or you're going to have to make this judgment. I'm going to show you these cards, right? So I made these cards myself, inspired, of course, by Tyler Tarot, who is a fantastic fellow tarot reader here on YouTube. So I just made them up myself, and it's just like 16 cards of like different messages. And I've tried this out previously, so I'm going to just pull some cards for you here, Virgo, about this person, this relationship, because these are very specific, and I do want to see what's going on with you and this person. For you, not interested. Not interested. Again, this is what we had in the Four of Cups here. You're not interested anymore. God, okay. So either you've lost interest in this relationship, there's someone new that came along and you lost interest in them, you're not interested anymore. There's a sense of apathy. Let's get one more from this little deck for Virgo. It's like, even though there's love there, or like you were interested, I almost feel like it could be a new connection. Could be like a new connection, like it got you away from your significant other for a while and you found it interesting, and now you're not interested anymore. Give me one more for Virgo. Oh, sexual connection. Yeah, okay. So this is what I was picking up on earlier as well. You've also got bad timing, right? So this is what I feel. And again, like, I know this is complex and it's not going to resonate for everybody. I feel like there was someone else. I feel like, you're in a relationship, you're in a committed relationship. There was someone else that came along that kind of turned your head, right? and it kind of confused you for a while, and maybe you started to develop feelings for this person, or you were just interested in them, and it kind of made you feel like restricted in some way. You were probably even thinking about in some way like leaving your significant other. I feel like it was a third party. If you guys are single, then it's the same situation. There's just no third party in this. But it got you away from like your responsibilities or your connections elsewhere. I feel like the realization, the Ace of Swords moment that you've come to is the fact that you're not interested anymore, that you can't be interested. Why? Because in some ways it's just a sexual connection. It's not really emotional. There's nothing else going on there. And again, this is what I was getting with the pages and with the Ace of Wands, right? Like you might have fancied someone else here, but you've realized now that it's not going to go, any further than that. It's also bad timing, and I feel like the reason why it's bad timing is either because you're really tied up at work at the moment and you're very busy, or it's because you're not single, like you're in a relationship already, something that is perhaps quite committed. So it just gets crazier and crazier, Virgo. I don't know what's going on. Well, I've got a few ideas of what's going on, but like you're gonna have to kind of connect the dots yourself here, because it feels like you've got a lot going on, or I'm connecting with like a lot of people at once here. What's the advice for Virgo in this situation? If you stayed this long, guys, and if it resonated, because I know again it's so specific. What's the advice for Virgo in this situation? Knight of Cups, right? So this person might be still coming towards you, even if you've told this person or you've kind of tried to make it known that this that you're not interested in this person. I feel like this person could still come towards you, or it's like maybe you still hold a flame for them. I get it, like you're still going back and forth with the Knight of Cups, like you feel something for them still. They could be trying to reach out to you or like making an offer of, romance to you. I get a sense here though that you're walking away from the situation. And again, I feel like for some of you it's like a family matter, like you have to walk away because of your commitments with your family or with work. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there, Virgo, because this was crazy. But again, if you resonated with this today, please let me know by leaving me a comment, liking, subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.